Hello, this is Lars, and I'm back with another new to crypto, new to DeFi video here at the DeFiStandard.com. And I'm calling this one 2A because I was hoping to just have conversations with you about crypto, especially for people who are new, or if you know something about this and you want to share it with others, with friends or family. Or if you've just gotten to the field, you've made an investment, and it's like, what have I done? What do I need to learn? So this is the home, the DeFiStandard.com of Mickey B. Fresh, where you can find tons of high-level information, detailed information about XRP, about the coming Flare network, and at the time of this video, it's in Q1 of 2021, so that still lies out ahead of us. And about Flare Finance and all the different applications that are coming. So I got a comment like that you're talking to us like we're children, and we need specific information. You'll find all that at the DeFiStandard.com. You'll find it at Mickey B. Fresh's Patreon group, which you can find. There's a Telegram group there to join that has information 24/7. People are in conversation there with amazing information, and there's also regular Zoom calls. But as I said, I want to have a conversation with you if you're in the place I used to be, brand new to crypto and not understanding all this terminology. We're going to get to XRP and Flare Finance, but first it's useful, I think, to get a picture, to get a frame of reference for what I'm getting into. And as I got into it, I realized, and I continue to believe in a bigger way than ever before, that cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence, machine learning, these kinds of things are going to change the world in ways more profound than almost any of us on the planet can imagine. So one of the questions was, what is a double spend? I got every other term in your last video except for double spend. So why is it useful to know that? Well, because cryptocurrency solves this in a way that's decentralized. That was video 2, right? So just briefly, if you had $100 in your bank account left and you wrote a $100 check for groceries and a $100 check at the hardware store, if both of those could be cashed, if you could get away with that, you would be double spending. So banks have a way to make sure that you don't double spend, whichever one comes first or was dated first, or however they do that with their accounting. But to do that in a decentralized way, where you don't have to trust any one operator to come up with that content, with that information, that's a big issue. And cryptocurrency came up, blockchain solved this double spend problem in a way that doesn't require the trust of any centralized agency. So it's something to know, it's just something to have in your mind and something to think about. The power of decentralization and what it offers. And we're going to be getting into decentralized finance. It exploded on the scene last year in 2020, and it's only the beginning. And it's the decentralization aspect of it tied together with smart programming, smart contracts, and blockchain that allows for just incredible new opportunities to arise. So thanks for that question. And then this question of what is a maxi, and I thought it would be fun just to speak about that for a moment in terms of a lot of the comments that were there. Some people said, you know, if you mention church again, you're not going to have any viewers. Well, there's a position about church, and then there was somebody in there who said, oh, that analogy about a church treasurer stealing money from the church, that so made sense to me. Now I understand this concept of centralization and why decentralization is so important. And somebody wrote, I was a treasurer in the church myself until I had to move because of work. And I definitely had to have 2 or 3 signatures. I never really looked at it in a way of decentralization until now. That's very interesting. And then, of course, I appreciate hearing thanks. Keep up the great content. So I do hope that these conversations will be useful for people who are new in this field of crypto and blockchain. And one of the things you're going to hear is the term of it's called maxi. Who's a maximalist? Who thinks their project, be it Ethereum or Bitcoin or XRP, is the one that's going to rule the world? You'll hear that term as well. And Bitcoin has been a tremendously successful project, right? It's gone all the way from the days when somebody apparently paid for a pizza with 6 or 7 Bitcoins way back in the early days to now. 6 or 7 Bitcoins would be, $350,000, $400,000 at this point in the history of the price of Bitcoin. And one of the promises of Bitcoin was that it would be able to be used for all sorts of transactions, buying a cup of coffee. Well, it turns out that it's expensive and it's slow and it takes a lot of energy to use Bitcoin for transactions, but it has its use as a store of value. So a maxi is one of those people who think their project is going to solve everything. And XRP maxis are people that think all the money and all the value is going to end up on the XRP ledger. Well, it's interesting that now we have Flare, and Flare actually makes the strength of the XRP ledger, the strength of the XRP project even greater. And we're going to get into that more in the future, and why we think this here at the DeFi Standard, that this project is so promising and has so much potential for having an impact on the world and also for us in terms of our investments. Of course, not investment advice at all, but I'm really happy to be in this conversation, really enjoying it a lot. It is meant for those of us who are new to crypto and new to DeFi. Check out the rest of the DeFiStandard.com and you'll find some of the most detailed and in-depth information about XRP, about Flare, Flare Finance, and the Trustline app that's available anywhere. So gratitudes to Mickey B. Fresh for putting all this together and for giving me a chance to be in this conversation with you. All right, I'll get back to working on number 3. Thanks for the conversation. See you soon. Bye.